Everyone, this is Shine Blue with Conchera Properties. I hope you all are having a wonderful October so far. This is my favorite time of the year. I absolutely love fall. I love all things spooky. I love the changing of the leaves and all the activities that come along with this time of the year, including what is going on locally. This video today is going to be about the events that are going to be going on throughout the month, as well as what's going on in our local real estate market. So if you just want to find out about the events, that's going to be the first part of this video. And if you want to know about the local real estate market, that will be at the very end. So let's get into this. So first, Upper Lake is having its fall festival Saturday, October 8th from 5 p.m. to 11. This is hosted by the Upper Lake Community Council and Upper Lake Grocery. This is going to start out with the Upper Lake High School Homecoming Parade, and then we'll transition into the festival itself, which is going to have tons of vendors, food vendors. It's going to have a beer booth, music, silent auction, and much, much more. So definitely go check that out. It's going to be on Main Street. The next event that I am really excited for is Lure the Lake, and this is going to be on the 8th and the 9th. Lure the Lake is put on by our local theater, and they're going to be dressing up as old historical characters and telling their stories. So I think that's going to be really cool. And tickets are $15 a person, and they're going to be doing tours about every 20 minutes. The start of this event will be located at 325 North Main Street in Lakeport. So if you want to find out some more history about the area, definitely check them out. Next, every weekend in October, Bat Ranch is going to be open, which they have a corn maze, they have pumpkin picking, and they have tons of family activities to do. And they're open from 10 to 7 every weekend. They're located on Thomas Drive in Lakeport across from Rainbow Ag. On Saturday, October 22nd, there's going to be the Power of Purple Walk. And this event is put on by the Lake Family Resource Center. The Lake Family Resource Center and many other volunteers are going to be dressed up in purple to help spread awareness about domestic violence. If you didn't know, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This program is an absolutely amazing program that not only helps the domestic violence victims, but helps families in general with tons of different programs. I'll put a link down below that talks a little bit more about them. For our last events, there's going to be 2 different trick-or-treat on Main Streets. There's going to be one in Kelseyville, that's going to be 2 days, October 30th and 31st from 2:30 to 4:30. And there's going to be another trick-or-treat on Main Street in Lakeport with a costume contest that starts at 4 p.m. in Museum Park. If you want to know more about any of these events, I'm going to make sure all the links are listed below. Now onto the local real estate market report. So overall in Lake County, the average sales price ended up being around $320,000 for the month of September. Average sales this year peaked at $393,000 in January. So yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a dip, and sometimes the averages can be offset by larger properties selling. So what I ended up doing is I actually put together all of the prices and did it by the overall average for this year. And so far, overall average is $347,503. So yeah, prices have definitely gone down a little bit in comparison to the rest of the year. The average amount of days that houses are currently sitting on the market is about 32, which is about in the middle of what the average days on market have been overall this year. Last month, 86 homes sold, which is less than the peak that we had this year at 119, but more than the lowest amount that we had this year at 78. There are a few factors that come into play as to why we are seeing these numbers change, seeing prices go down, and seeing homes being on the market a little bit more than we have the last couple of years. Typically right now, one of these factors is the time that we're in. We're in the fall. That's when the kids go back to school, the holidays are coming up, so people are less focused on purchasing homes. However, the biggest factor is interest rates. If you've been paying attention to the real estate industry, interest rates at the beginning of the year were at an all-time low, hovering around 3%. Now they're closer to 7% and are supposed to raise another 1.5%. Yeah, historically, interest rates are kind of in the middle compared to what they have been before, but that was also when home prices were a lot cheaper. With this increase in interest rates, this takes your, let's say, $300,000 house, and your payment going from around the 3% to up to the 7%, that's around $600 more you're going to be paying per month, or $7,200 a year in interest. This also happens to be the highest that interest rates have been in over a decade. So interest rates are at a high in comparison to over the past decade, and home prices are at an all-time high. One of the reasons why home prices ended up getting so high is realistically, a lot of people, your average person, they don't really shop by the price point of the house itself. They look at what payment that they can afford. So if somebody finds out that they can get more for the same payment, then they're going to do that. If they find their dream house and there's a bidding war or something going on, and they know that they can still afford that payment, they're going to pay over what the asking price is, and that really has been what's inflated the prices so much, is the interest rates. So with those interest rates going high, that does have me concerned. And with the Fed saying that they're going to raise the interest rates another 1.5%, a lot of people are going to be priced out of housing, and that's very concerning. We definitely, as realtors, have seen a lot less buyer activity. Like, I've been pretty busy myself, but overall, there's a lot less buyer activity because a lot of people are getting priced out of homes because of the interest rates. Now, the big question is, right now a good time to buy or sell? It completely depends on your personal situation. For some people, now could be a great time to buy or sell. There's always good deals out there. You just have to look for them. But for others, it may be a good idea to wait. It just depends completely on the situation. I think right now is still a good time to sell. Buying, it definitely varies person to person. On the other hand, buying does make more sense than renting. And with the way that these interest rates have gone up and real estate's gone up, rentals have also gone up drastically. And a lot of people, I've heard this over and over, they say, oh, well, people are price gouging for rents. And there are some landlords that do that, to be completely honest. But there's also a lot of people that purchased homes and then they had situations happen to where they had to put them on the rental market since they couldn't sell them right away because maybe they have a certain loan where they can't do that, or there are certain factors, who knows, but they have to make sure that that payment is the rent payment is at least the amount of the mortgage itself. So if you have these mortgage payments that are $1,600-$1,800, they need the rent to at least cover that, and then a little extra in case there's any problems that arise, because tenants, they can absolutely destroy a house. You do get lucky and there are really good tenants out there, but I have seen tenants just get into a beautiful place and absolutely destroy the place. So a lot of times the landlords, they need that little bit of extra just in case it does get completely destroyed. That is all that I have for you guys today. I really hope this video helped educate you a little bit more on what's going on. If you are thinking about buying or selling, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a good one.